Now that I'm in my 40s, I realize how important it is to warm up properly before surfing. You want to do 3 basic things. Gradually increase your body temperature, move in all 3 planes of motion, and move like you were surfing. In the first clip, you saw me squatting up and down and moving my arms in the sagittal plane. Since surfing is a sport where your feet are pretty much grounded, meaning that you're not moving too much either forward, backwards, or side to side, you want to simulate your warm-up with your feet pretty much grounded. So now I'm squatting and moving my arms and body in the transverse plane, doing a rotating motion. In the first 2 clips, you saw me squatting and moving my arms and torso first in the sagittal plane, then in the transverse plane. Now I'm squatting and moving my arms and torso in the frontal plane. It's always important to move in all 3 planes of motion. Plus, these motions simulate the sport of surfing, which will get you ready to be in the water. If you notice in this clip, I've changed my stance. Now I'm more in a lunge position. This position simulates the sport of surfing even further. I'm using the same concept though. I'm moving my arms and torso up and down in the sagittal plane. This motion will warm up my shoulders, my entire upper body and legs, and really get me ready for the water. In this clip, you can see that I'm still in that lunge surf position, but now I'm moving my arms and torso in the transverse plane. This motion really simulates the sport of surfing, when your feet are pretty much fixed on the board and you're rotating and turning the board in a transverse plane. This will really get me ready for the big waves to come. In this clip, you see me lunging and moving my arms and torso in the frontal plane. Keep in mind how important it is to move evenly in all 3 planes of motion. By moving in all 3 planes of motion, you are pretty much protecting yourself for any possible position you may find yourself in a wave or in the water. In this final clip, you see me just doing some basic full body active stretching. After that, I'll jump in the water, swim around easily for 5 minutes, and then I'll be ready for a fun day at the beach and surfing. To conclude this video, keep in mind, gradually increase your body temperature, move in all 3 planes of motion, and simulate the sport of surfing. I hope you like this video, and come visit my website, Fitness Contrarian.